Hey, what's up guys? How we doing? Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to show you what sold on eBay today. I'm going to do a quick packing session as well, so bear with me. First off, we sold this Patagonia women's pullover quarter zip. It's a size large. And this guy sold for $19 plus shipping. I took an offer on that one. I think I had it listed for $29, but it sat for a little while. So just happy to get that one out the door. Second off, I sold two Blu-rays, Fringe, seasons 3 and 4. Took an offer on these two for $20. I think I had these listed for $25, so not too bad on that. And then I had, let me turn this off here. I sold this VCR, Zenith. So people that say that these don't sell anymore, as long as you test them, as long as they work, most of the time they sell. This is a Zenith model VRA412. So nice little Zenith. Doesn't even have the remote control, and this one sold for $44.99 plus shipping. I got full value on that one. And then last but not least, this one's been an up and down for me. This is the Tascam CDA 500. It's a cassette and CD player combo. I tested it. Cassette player worked fine. The CD player wasn't working for some reason. So I had to list it for parts and repair only. I had it listed for $100 free shipping because I knew this was probably going to cost me about $20 to ship. But I'll share once I get everything packed up. I'll share how much it costs for that. But this cost, I had it listed for $100, took an offer of $80, but I only paid $5 for this at a church sale. So they were getting rid of some of their equipment. So, you know, still I'll probably make $40 on this after shipping, but I'll let you guys know. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get this stuff shipped. First, I'm gonna ship the Patagonia jacket. I like to use a little poly mailer for this thing. So I use a clear poly bag to protect the shirt or jeans or whatever. This is like a 15 by 18, I believe, or 14 by 18. So it fits most any clothes. And if it's a little too big, you can always fold it over. But get that folded up, put it in there, seal it off. Just like that. Get the air out. And then I'll use a colored poly mailer to cover it up. I've got some black ones right now. Doesn't really matter what the color is, whatever is the cheapest I can find per cost unit. But we'll get this loaded up here. I love selling clothes because it's so easy to ship and it's pretty cheap to ship. So get that all sealed up there. I'm a little bit OCD with this kind of stuff, so I like to put a little extra tape on it. So put a little extra tape on that. And then we're just going to weigh it. And we are at exactly 1 pound. Wow, exactly 1 pound. So go to shipping labels, 1 pound, then do some quick measurements here. See if I can find my tape measure. Oh, I'll just use a yardstick for now. So this is 14 by, let's call it 13 by 3. 14 by 13 by 3. And there we go. So charge $8 shipping on this, and it's going to cost me $6.20 to ship it via USPS Ground Advantage. Get the label printed out. I'm sure some of you that have resold before, and those veterans out there will teach all the new folks out there that it's so important to have one of these shipping label printers, thermal printers. They are a lifesaver when it comes to being able to print stuff out. When I first started 6 years ago, I did paper and regular printer with ink, and I learned really fast that it's very expensive to print on paper with ink like that. So I invested in one of these as soon as I started making some money. I bought this one 4 years ago, and it still works just fine. It's a Mundman printer. Mine's not the wireless or anything. It has to be plugged up, but I've literally print thousands of labels on this thing and have never had an issue with it. Next up is Fringe Blu-rays, 2 different Blu-rays here. Ship medium L. So I'm just gonna put them in this little small box here. So this is a 9 by 7 by 6 box. I think it's advertised as 9 by 6 by 5, but the width and the height is a little bit higher. But I still find that it's still not that expensive to ship with these types of things. Just to give it some padding here, I'm going to throw in a little bit of bubble wrap to protect these guys, make sure that the CDs don't crack or anything during shipment. And then I'm gonna grab some of this packing paper right here. And let's get this thing packed. So that'll go in, put some packing on top, and voila. We're gonna weigh this guy, and it is 1 pound 3 ounces medium L. And 9 by 7 by 6. So this is gonna cost $5.22 to ship medium L. And like I said, I sold it for $20 free shipping on this one. Just because I'm in so low on these Blu-rays, I bought like over 120 Blu-rays at a garage sale, and these were in that. And I paid like $70 for all of them, and they had some video games in there too. It was like Mario Kart Wii and another Wii game, another Mario Wii game. Anyways, I sold both of those and basically made half my money back. And then I've been slowly just been selling these Blu-rays as well. But when you've got 100 of them and you sell them for, you know, $4 each, you're gonna make $400 plus the video games on top. So I'll make almost $500 on this sale, minus my cost of 70 bucks. So slow sellers, but good inventory to have if you want to bulk up your inventory for eBay and those types of things. So that's going out. And now we got the 2 big guys. I'll run through these real quick. What I like to do with these is I like to get nice thick bubble wrap around them. What's great about the Tascam is I've got a box that'll fit it. It was another type of Tascam that the church gave to me to put it in. So I'll put that in that so it'll fit nice and snug and it'll protect it on shipping. And then for the Zenith, I have some smaller boxes that I've purchased for like VCRs and DVD combos and things like that. So what I'll do is I'll get this one nice and bubble wrapped up, and then I'll put them in those boxes, and I'll see you back once I get everything packed up. And voila, fully packed in there with bubble wrap. It's a big bubble wrap, the medium stuff. So I've got the VCR in there, it's fully bubble wrapped. Then I got bubble wrap on the bottom and the top to fully secure it. You always want to make sure the box is nice and tight so it doesn't shift around during shipment. I find that always a positive thing. You also want to make sure the box is nice and tight before you tape it down too. So gotta hold it together like that. And these are things you deal with shipping, is that you're always running out of tape, always running out of bubble wrap. So you always got to be prepared. This is my last roll, so I'll pick some more up while I'm out today, shipping, dropping off. But you can never use too much tape in my opinion. Some people like to wrap the whole thing. I don't do that. I find it pretty successful if I go 3 across this way, and then 1 this way, and 1 this way. Just keeps the keeps it from kind of ripping back. Same thing here, one here, and one here. So this is a pretty heavy box right here. So let's measure out how much this is gonna weigh for shipment. Yeah, so shipment on this guy is gonna be, wow, 9 pounds 8 ounces on this one. So I'm gonna lose a little bit on shipment because I only charge $10. But again, They bought it for $44.99 plus shipping, so paid $54.99 total all in. I've got like $5 into that VCR. So even if I, come out of the pocket by $4.25 on shipping, I'm still going to make plenty of profit on this thing. Yeah, UPS Ground Saver is $29 and FedEx Home Delivery is $30, which usually they're cheaper on these types of things. So we're going to go USPS Ground Advantage. So purchase shipping label. Gonna print that guy out. Maybe it's just because of the specific location it's going to, because this one is going to Missouri. So let's get that guy on there. We're ready to go for that one. And last but not least, we'll get the Tascam going. Oh yeah, this guy's heavy. 13 pounds, 11 ounces for this guy. So it's gonna be pretty hefty shipment here. 13 pounds, 11 ounces. And let's get a measurement on this one. So we are at it's over 21, so you always want to round up. So 22 by 15 by 8. 22 by 15 by 8. It's gonna be an expensive one here. 13 pounds, 11 ounces, 22 by 15 by 8. Wow, and USPS is the cheapest version again. Well, it's pretty close this time. So USPS Ground Advantage is $16.78. FedEx Ground is $16.30, so it's a tad bit cheaper. FedEx Ground Economy is $16.85, and UPS Saver is $18. So FedEx is slightly cheaper by like 50 cents, but I look at it from a time value standpoint. Everything else I got to go out today is going to USPS. This one's going to go USPS, even though I'm paying like 50 cents more, because it's going to save me in gas because I have to make 2 different stops if I go to FedEx versus 1 stop. So there's my thought process behind that. So $16.78 on that one. So again, that was $80 free shipping. It cost me, let's call it, $17 to ship it. And then minus fees, we are, probably somewhere around a profit of $45 to $50 on that. And that's me paying $10 for that as well. So not a bad come up. This one did sit for a while, and I had a few offers on it. I actually had someone purchase it originally, and then they never paid for it, which that happens on eBay as well. But luckily I relisted it after they didn't pay for it, and it sold within 2 days. So this guy's going out as well. So guys, I hope that the video helped you understand a little bit about eBay shipping, pricing, measurements, weight, all those types of things, what factors in to how I ship my products on eBay. So let me know if there's any questions that you got down in the comments. I'm happy to answer them for you. Appreciate everybody supporting. If you haven't yet, please subscribe here on YouTube, or if you're following me on Facebook, if you don't mind giving me a follow on that. Just trying to build my group here. If there's any other ideas for videos that you like, how-tos, those types of things, please let me know below. And I look forward to seeing everybody next time. I appreciate everybody stopping by.